We're back.
We are back.
Welcome back to the A2BC podcast.
You
Finally,
missed
hope you guys haven't missed us too much. 2025 now, and we had a few New Year's resolutions. We had a few goals this year, and one of them is to do the podcast more regularly.
Yeah, absolutely. We slacked off a bit, so we apologise. We weren't slacking off. We was just super busy. So
Making dough.
yeah, exactly. Working on ourselves, working on other businesses and stuff like that. So we apologise, but we're back, and hopefully we're going to be getting into some consistency.
Yeah, and we're going to provide you guys with the entertainment and the jokes, and hopefully this episode will be quite a good one to kickstart things for the year.
Start with a bang, right?
Yes, bro, yes. Right, give me a little update then. What's been going on in your life these last few months? How's Christmas? How's New Year?
Yeah, good, mate. It was nice to see the family over Christmas. Obviously, bit of bad news before Christmas with my granddad and stuff.
Yeah.
But you know, family all together, nice. And yeah, we've been working hard. Got a promotion at work.
Yes, you did, man. Tell the people about that. What's going on?
Head of sales.
Ooh,
head
he's
of
head.
sales.
He's
Yeah,
moving up in the world. I mean, he was already making dough before with the
Yeah.
commission, and now just keep going further and further.
Yeah,
man.
it's just another progression. For me, I never like to be stagnated. I feel like I always want to be growing further and further, and I was kind of getting to that place where I felt like I was a bit, maybe stagnated a little bit. So it's nice for me now. New opportunity, and yeah, a lot more money, hopefully. So
That kind of is a good topic, I think, to start off with, I reckon. Like, people often get in their comfort zones. And 2025, if you guys are listening, could be the year where you break out and you make something of yourself. So we can talk a little bit about the mindset side of things on
Yeah.
that. And like, you know, both of us, we refuse to stand still. We're always trying to move forward, aren't we? And I reckon that's the only way you can really live your life and be happy.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just going to be the same. Your life's going to be mundane. You're going to be boring. And people aren't going to want to really be around you, I reckon.
I feel like as well. You start to notice it with me when I feel stagnated. Then I start to switch off, and I'm clearly and visibly not enjoying what I'm doing anymore, because money's not the most important thing. Obviously, it's nice, but it's not the most important thing for me. It's about progression. For me, it's about I never want to feel like I'm just in the same place, like standing still.
Yeah.
And even though to most people, like in that sort of position, they may feel like, oh well, you should be grateful, like you're doing this. It's not that. It's I just want to keep moving forward and so on and so forth. And
It's like Rocky Balboa.
yeah, do you know what as well? Like the good thing is that like what I really took from last year was it was so up and down in terms of like personal relationships, so on and so forth. Like you have sales as a job anyway is very up and down. 1 minute you're high, next minute you're not doing as well as what you was before, and you've got to keep a very sharp mind.
Yeah.
But exterior things to your job can affect you. For example, you're going through something shit at home or whatever, you can start to let that affect you. But the good thing is that if you're constantly looking to move forward, you're not in that position for very long. You're not in that mindset for very long. You move on fast. You get, and then just one door opens, another door opens.
It distracts
suddenly.
you, doesn't it? Yeah, when you keep moving forward, if shit's going on in your life, the new thing that you're moving forward towards will always distract you, and it makes you feel a lot better, doesn't it?
My new thing is very good.
Yeah, go on. Tell me about what's your new thing?
I can't tell you, dog.
You can't tell me. It's not for the podcast.
It's not that. I'm just. Well, you know what I'm saying. Like you meet people. There's when for me, I need a motivator. Sometimes I just need something to kick me up the arse, and sometimes
I know exactly what it means, guys. So kick up the arse, new thing. Tony's coming out. 2025 is the year that Tony is finally into his men.
Well, it was actually female based.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay. Oh, like a ladyboy sort of thing.
Yeah, tits at the top, bollocks at the bottom. But another door opens. You meet new people, and they give you a new lease of life, and then you're motivated again. And I've met someone really nice at the minute, and just keeping me motivated. Got me back in my little zone again of right. I need to smash it again now, because I was losing that for a little bit, and I think sometimes you need a good person behind you to motivate you. And I feel like I've landed into a bit of a lucky situation. So, Yeah, happy, on the up.
Excellent, man.
Everything's on the up, Dom.
Happy for you, bro.
What's been happening with you? I see you've got some news to share, haven't you?
Yeah, guys, I've got big news to share. So, 30th of November, I proposed to my girlfriend, Madison.
Ooh, woo, 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 woo.
We are getting married. I have a fiance now.
Wow.
To be fair, it's been coming for like 2 years.
Yeah.
So me and Madison, we've been together since May 2021. So that's 3.5 years. And literally, I have a message in my phone from November 22. So we'd only been together 1.5 years then.
Yeah.
Of like rings that she liked.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'm 2 years late to the party.
She was getting in straight away. This is the ring I like.
Yeah, so literally what I did when I was buying the rings was I actually had to search ring in my WhatsApp chat with her.
To bring it back.
And it went all the way back to November 2022, clicked on a link, one of them was dead by that point,
Yeah.
and luckily the other one worked. So I was like, right, she likes that style of ring. So took that going forward, bought the ring, and I took her back to the first place that we had our first date.
Lovely.
So I met her on
Where
Bumble,
was
Rutland Water.
Oh, okay.
You know that church, Normanton Church?
Yeah.
Really, really romantic spot. And I went up to this lady who was, I don't know what she was doing. She was like looking out with binoculars over the lake.
Yeah.
And I said to her,
Curtain twitcher.
yeah, maybe. Nah, she was nice. I gave her my phone and I said to her, oh, can you just take a picture of us? But I had on my phone written down in the notes, I'm going to propose. Can you record this?
Yeah.
So she obviously read that. She like flipping froze, but she shook her head at me. And I was like, please, lady, please tell me you're a good camera
Imagine
woman.
she couldn't read English.
Or she's like one of these old people that puts their like thumb over the phone or
Yeah, how'd
something.
you do this? That's what my mum would be like. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, because honestly, I've been in restaurants before asking people to take photos of us, and then they give the phone back, and it's like, what the fuck have you just done?
Picture of the side of your face. Like
Yeah. No, but luckily it was a really good video, really romantic proposal, and we've got a wedding in July 2026. now.
Fast. You ain't messing around.
I don't mess around, man.
Proposal, done, wedding, July.
Easy.
Done.
Well, to be fair, that was Madison. She already knew the wedding venue before I proposed. So it was like literally propose and then all guns blazing, moving forward for this
She ain't
wedding.
messing around.
No, she ain't.
You're tied in.
You know when you got me as potential husband,
Listen,
no time to mess
she's
around.
only human.
She wants a bit of this Chinese man.
She's only human, mate.
Can't resist.
No,
the
but
sweet
congrats to you and Madison. That's
Thank you,
great
mate.
news. We're looking forward to the chateau in France.
sour. Oh mate, it's gonna be sick. So it is full tux.
Yeah.
We're gonna have cigars.
Well,
We're gonna look like mafia bosses.
sounds like a bit of me.
Yeah, it is.
I'm
gonna
all
be-
over it.
It's gonna be wicked, mate.
I look forward to that then.
Yeah, man, can't wait.
So, any advice to any guys at home that are gonna propose?
Propose to their girlfriends.
Yeah. Any advice? How did you
oh.
feel in that moment? Was
You
it
know-
scary?
Nah, I was ready. Don't do it if you're not ready. That's what I'd say. I'd say a lot of the good girls will want you to propose very, very quickly, but you've got to know when the timing's right for you. And for me, in that moment, the timing was like, everything was right. I was like, this is a great relationship I'm in. I'm financially secure. I want to do this right now.
Yeah.
Some people rush it and then they end up divorced. And that's the last thing you want. I'm quite a traditional guy, I think. I think if I'm marrying someone, that's me done for life. I'm not having a divorce. I'm not, going through all that pain, having kids raised by themselves, by one parent, shit like that. So make sure it's the right choice. That would be my main advice.
Yeah, I'm pretty similar to that. I feel like I'd never have a divorce either. I'd just kill the bitch.
Yeah, fuck it. She ain't having half my stuff.
No.
She had a little accident.
Oh, she fell down the
Oh
stairs.
no. Damn it.
Hot air balloon.
Climbing a mountain.
Dear.
She slipped,
No, that's really good. Really good news. So, any future baby doms on the way or?
Oh yeah, mate. I'm having 8.
8?
Yeah.
Fucking you Chinese
Fuck it,
people.
mate.
all
I've got to
Fucking hell.
repopulate the earth, man.
That's more fucking mouths for us, for the British public to feed.
But yeah, mate. All going on, all on benefits, all scrounging off the NHS. Fuck you guys.
Thank you.
No, they're all going to be like little maths geniuses. They're going to be like doctor, engineer,
Doctors.
accountant. What else is a good Chinese job? Doctor, engineer, lawyer.
Lawyer.
That's what we want.
Brain surgeon. You need a brain surgeon.
Yeah, it's kind of like doctor, isn't it?
You need a little scientist so that they can invent something so that we can live forever.
Yeah, maybe one of my kids will do that,
Little
mate.
genius.
Yeah, little genius Chinese maths whiz kid.
Listen, I'm all for it. I'll give you as much money as I have to live forever.
Mate, I've been disowned by my family because I'm a PT. I'm failure.
You are. Failure.
Chinese family PT.
Absolute
What the
failure.
fuck is that? I'm not a doctor. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a mathematician. Failure.
What do Chinese people and chocolate have in common?
You tell me.
They both kill your dog. Where do these come from?
That's good. Where'd you hear this shit, bro?
I don't know.
Hey, I'll tell you right now, we have 3 dogs and they're alive and they're well. We didn't eat them for
Do you
Christmas.
remember last episode when we was here and they were all squealing in the background? It was like, fucking hell, they're getting cooked.
Yeah. They all survived. No animal cruelty.
No animals were harmed in the making of this video.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
So, talking about scientists and people that change the world and clever, smart people, who is the smartest guy right now?
On Earth.
Is it who do you think has the potential to change the world right now?
I like what Elon Musk is doing. The thing is, I hear so many people get so upset about people like Trump or Musk,
Yeah.
and it's the same flipping melts that sit at home with pink hair, fucking raging on the internet, doing fuck all with their lives. It's always those people, isn't it?
About fucking gay rights. and
Yeah,
stuff
it's just
that.
like, and it screams to me, you've got nothing better going on in your life.
The thing is, for me, is a good leader. If you look at a leader and what they are, for me, it's no different to a coach, is it? Like, for you to follow a coach, you've got to trust him as a leader, right?
Yeah.
And so a coach is not going to come to you and say, you're a PT. You're not going to come to me and say, oh, it's okay, keep eating your shit, and you'll be fine. Eventually, you'll lose the weight. Like, you're going to say, look, you're fucking taking the piss. You know, you're eating shit all the time. You're not doing anything. And so when you say that stuff, it's going to come across as offensive to the wrong person.
Yeah.
But the right person who actually wants to change and wants the right things is going to take that lesson, and whether they like to hear it or not, they're going to trust that person's judgment as a good strong leader.
But I get the same thing being a PT as well. You need to be able to tell people the hard truths. And you say it in a nice way, but
do you say it in a nice way though?
Yeah, my style isn't to be like in your face. I try and say it empathetically, but not everyone can handle the truth.
No.
And if you can't handle the truth, you can't really grow as a person. If your self-esteem is so low that when someone points out something wrong, you literally cannot take it, I think that is a recipe for disaster. You're just always going to stay doing the same mistakes and doing the same shit that you were doing before. The ability to listen to someone criticize you and take it on board, as long as they're in a position where you think, all right, I like, what they do. Like for me, I'm an expert in fitness.
Yeah.
So you would listen to me about fitness. You might not listen to me about, I don't know, how to do your makeup, for example. If I went around telling people how to do their makeup, then you'd ignore that opinion. But if I told you, this is what's wrong with your fitness, this is what you need to do, you would expect people to take it on board. And it's the same with someone who leads a country, I think. They know so much.
Yeah.
If they say, this is the way it should be and this is the reason, why would you not listen to them?
It's business decisions.
Yeah.
To run a country, isn't it? It's business decisions essentially.
Yeah.
It's not welfare of each individual snowflake. It's what's right for the country.
What's right for the overall population.
It's like being in. If you micro that down to a business, it's like if you've got loads of snowflakes in your business and you're constantly letting them have their own way about like fairness and stuff like that, but it's just completely not good for the business.
The corporate world is a load of shit at the moment. I got this mate. He works down in London. He's quite high up in the corporate world.
Yeah.
And he tells me like you've got to be so careful with what you say nowadays. And he was telling me he was in this like training day one time, and they were basically telling him why he was racist. Like, and he's not racist, obviously.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have strong views on politics or anything like that. But it was like, if you say this, you are racist. And it was literally something as simple as like calling someone black or something.
Yeah.
It's like, well, they are.
Yeah.
You're not saying it in a derogatory way. That's just like a way of identifying someone. And when do we get to the point where it's like, you can't call someone bold, or you can't say that someone's got a piercing or brown eyes because it's discriminating against them? Like, if someone's black, they've got dark skin, so what?
I think it doesn't matter what topic you use, there's always going to be some snowflake. I mean, even some of the stuff we say, like every single topic we talk about, because I'll try and explain this to people when they comment on some of our videos and they message personally and like, oh, you can't say that and you can't say that. And I'm like, I try and explain that you can pick any single topic in the world and talk about it, and it has the ability to offend someone. So I'm not going to not say what I think and feel just because it offends you.
Yeah.
Because you're not the bigger picture. 90% of people will find what I said funny.
Exactly.
But because of the 10%, you think I'm going to stop the 90% from hearing my legendary banter?
Well,
Absolutely not.
Bro, this is one thing I'm so excited for, the TikTok comments again.
Oh,
Restarting this podcast.
I have missed the banter, to be fair.
Please.
The abuse.
I'm fucking looking forward to it. You'd think, actually, if you just went on our TikTok and just looked at the comments, you'd think we are sprouting some proper, like, racist hatred, absolute shit. But the fact of the matter is, we get so many people coming up to us saying they love our podcast, they think it's so funny.
Yeah, I've had loads of messages like, when's it next out, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
so.
but it's that 10% that gets so offended by it, they feel the need to comment on TikTok.
Sad little life, Jane.
Oh, man.
Yeah, 100%. Sometimes people just need to hear it, and you know, you just gotta. I think the thing is, Ricky Gervais always says it, doesn't he? He's like, jokes are jokes, and you know, you're only going to offend people who choose to be offended by everything, right?
Yeah.
So, like, as somebody who's telling a joke, you've got a choice as to whether you give a fuck or not.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about offending
I don't
people.
give
I'm
a
not
fuck
trying
at
to
all.
be liked by anyone. I don't care. As long as I do well in my life and whatever. If I offended some people along the way, then so be it.
Oh no,
Right,
I'm lucky.
yeah. Arrest me.
Yeah. Well, we're both quite privileged in a way because I can't be sacked. You can't really because you're working for like a mate, aren't you? So
Yeah.
we can say what we want. I think a lot of people, unfortunately, especially working in the corporate world, are so flipping constrained by all this bullshit that's going on in the world right now. You can't say anything, can you?
No.
I'm hoping our podcast, for those of you listening, is a bit of a breath of fresh air.
To just be able to say what you want to say.
Yeah.
Well, you know, people should come to us message us with ideas of what they want to hear us talk about, because you know, there's probably loads of people that have topics, agendas, things that we cover, things that we probably haven't covered yet that they would want to hear. And I think that one of my goals that I said to you for this year was I want us to get to 50 episodes.
Yeah.
I want us to get to 50 launched episodes, done, dusted, shorts, blah, blah, blah. And that's probably going to involve us getting some people on in the mix. Which I'm very, very, very excited to do, you know, to interview some people, get some different opinions and some back and forth. So that's definitely the way we'll move it. But if you have ideas, if you have things that you want to hear about, maybe there's stuff that pisses you off, but you're just too afraid to say it.
Or have you got funny stories? That's always what they're
funny stories. Then let us know and we'll get them out there for you.
Yeah, 100%. Anyway, talking about goals, I wanted to move on to the topic of New Year's resolutions, and if you have any, what are your thoughts on them? Because I've got quite strong opinions of what I think about New Year's resolutions.
I didn't necessarily set a resolution, but what I do at the start of the year is write down a list of goals of what I want to achieve. Now, when I was younger, I didn't really believe in how that sort of stuff worked. But what I've come to learn is that when I subconsciously set a goal, I don't know how I'm going to achieve it, but just for the fact that I've set it, I end up getting somewhat closer.
Because you know that's what you want to do.
Yeah, and subconsciously you're chasing something, right? So the importance of, because people always used to say, oh, write your goals down. I used to be, yeah, but what is the point of it? So when you break it down, it's like, subconsciously now, if I say to myself, I'm going to get to 50 episodes on a podcast, right? And because I've set that goal, I work tirelessly to try and do that.
Yeah.
And let's say I get to 40. Well, I'm still 40 better off than what I was when I didn't set any goals.
And anyway, if we get to 40, we're doing another 10. We're not stopping at 40.
No, exactly. And that's right, because you get to that point where I'm there now. I've achieved it. I don't know how I managed it. You know, we give up so much time and blah, blah, blah. And we're busy people. We've got busy lives. But if we fit that in, that's because we set that goal. And that's why we achieved it. But I personally set some goals at the start of the year. I did about 7. I put that I wanted to get to 350k of earnings this year. I writ that goal. I went into work the week after and got my promotion.
Yeah.
So I didn't know how I was going to get to 350k, but on average, I was probably last year doing around 240. So
Yeah.
I thought to myself, let's try and push it that little bit further. So I writ that goal subconsciously. Again, you write the goals, you don't know how you're going to achieve it, but whatever. Walked into work the next week. I knew I was sort of going to have a new job role and new title and whatever, but I didn't know it was going to be the extent of what it ended up being. So really, 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 really good. And now I have the potential to do a hell of a lot more than that.
Yeah.
So that's that goal. You know, it's not achieved yet, but it's pretty much going to happen. Then I put down, I wanted to get to 50 podcast episodes, which we spoke about, and that's kind of a joint one.
Yeah, I agree. I'm on the same goal.
Yeah, 50. It's just a nice round number, isn't it? Get to 50. Then I put down that I wanted to get to 2 rental properties this year. Again, like last year, I was just saving. Money is there, but I never actioned the actually getting the property.
Yeah.
I had it in my mind, but I didn't set it as a goal. I just said to myself I was going to do it. So this year I've written it down as an actual goal. I have to achieve it. Has to be 2 rental properties this year.
Make sure you've got a plan for that as well, though.
100%. You know, at the minute it's a goal, and we're at the start of the month. So, what else did I write down? I think there was maybe 1 or 2 others. I can't really remember off the top of my head, but yeah, writing the goals now for me, there's a couple that have just stuck in my head, like that I know I want to achieve, and obviously they have an order of priority. The property one's going to be order of priority, top of it, probably.
Yeah.
The earnings, I feel like I'm going to do that. I'm going to gun it every day at work to try and achieve that. I put that I wanted to save another 100 grand in cash.
Yeah, cool.
Because I thought that if I'm going to get the over the earnings and whatever, that will lead on to that goal.
Yeah. Taxman's going to love you, mate.
Yeah, well, it does anyway. So it's all these little things that are just like, once you've written it down and you subconsciously, you're like, right, now I've got to do that.
Yeah.
It's just on the back of your mind. So in terms of setting New Year's resolutions, I wouldn't bother. I would just set goals.
Okay, I like that, yeah. That's pretty much what I do anyway.
Yeah.
And I've got really strong opinions about New Year's resolutions in general, because having worked in the fitness industry for so long, I see it every freaking year.
Yeah.
I've been in gyms on the gym floor every January for like the past 6 years. And every time I see the same thing, January comes, there's like 100, 200 people on the gym floor. It's rammed, you can't get on anything. February's a tiny bit quieter.
Yeah.
March is a little bit quieter. And why does that happen? Well, it's obvious, isn't it? People set that New Year's resolution of, I'm going to get in shape this year.
Yeah.
And then more than half of them have disappeared by the time March has come
Drop out.
along. It's like, if your New Year's resolution actually worked, the gym would be busy all the time. Yeah. And my thought behind it, this is how I think psychologically it's a really, really bad idea to do New Year's resolution. It's because you're not in an action-taking mindset if you set New Year's resolutions. Because that thought of, I want to get in shape, probably came to you in September.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you did nothing. October, you still had the same thought. You still did nothing. And then November came. December, you did nothing. And it's only the 1st of January where nothing has actually changed in your life.
Yeah.
And you've just randomly decided, okay, January, New Year's resolution, I'm going to get fit. And because you're the sort of person that's not an action taker, you're just going to do it for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Gym's busy. I don't like it. Oh, I'm not losing weight. Bye. I'm not doing this again. And they're just on this repetitive cycle year after year after year, not achieving anything. So you are literally wasting time by going to the gym because you're not actually getting
On
anywhere.
a hamster wheel, aren't you?
It's absolutely ridiculous. So the way I like to tell people if they're going to set goals is kind of the way you do it, is just take action instantly.
Yeah.
If your goal is to get fit, when that thought comes to your mind, action it straight away and then put into place different things that will make that happen. So like, people think that, you know, you're still working the same job, you still got the same family, nothing's really changed. It's just, I'm going to sign up to a gym. There's a very good chance you're going to fail. What can you do differently? Okay, well, how about you write out a plan? How about you do like, oh, this is what the days I'm going to exercise. These are the exercises I'm going to do. This is the 6-month training block that I'm going to do.
Yep.
This is the 6-month nutrition plan that I'm going to do. And then you've got a higher chance because there's actually a plan laid out. And that's why, as a coach, it's great because, you know, that's what I do to people, is make them change their habits to get them towards the goal that they're actually trying to achieve. So it does come down to becoming more of an action taker at the end of the day. But the people that set New Year's resolutions tend to not be action takers.
Yeah, it's just I've got to say I'm gonna do something.
Yeah.
Because I never do anything.
Yeah.
So that's a good opportunity to say I'm going to do something, but realistically, when the reality comes of what the work involved in it is,
Yeah.
then the likelihood is that I just give up.
People just don't think enough about it. Like, realistically, I'm using it, getting into shape as an example, but I've also heard the same shit from people that are like, in 2025, I want to start an online business.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, what do you mean? And they're like, they got no idea. They've not even researched what niche they want to get into, which area of the internet, how they're going to market. They've got no idea. It's just, I want to start an online business. Like, you got to put some work into that.
I want a 13-inch cock, but I can't cut an inch off. That's what I say.
I can't grow 14 inches. It doesn't work for me either.
When I talk to my clients, because it's a similar type of thing, it's all about, them wanting to change and whatever. And the amount of people that come, and it might be the reverse of what you just said. It might be that when we sit down and break down to them what it actually takes to become successful, because they say they want to be successful, they say they want this, they say they want that. When the realization kicks in of how much they actually have to do it, suddenly they don't want it anymore.
Which is fine, I think, because at least someone has told you. It's the same in fitness. If someone says to me, I want to get abs, and they're overweight, and I say to them, right, it's going to take 6 months, you're going to have to lose 3 kg a month, you're going to be on like this many calories, you're probably going to train 3, 4, 5 times a week. Most people, to be fair, do want to do it, but if you're someone that sees that and you realize the reality of it and you're like, oh, okay, you know what, I haven't got time for that, I'm just going to shelve my fitness for now. That's fine. At least you're prioritizing other areas of your life now. What I hate is when people are just like, I'm just going to get fit. And then they just go for like a few days, a few weeks, because you are just literally wasting your time.
Yeah.
Something's got to change in your mindset or your situation in order to make that change to your body.
I think it comes down to the focus though. Like you got to, the good, it's about first and foremost your mindset. Like when you set a goal versus setting a New Year's resolution, setting a goal is different because a goal, you're not going to complete that goal in a month. Likelihood is you've probably set an unrealistic goal. But the reason why I would set an unrealistic goal is because I'm non-negotiable on the fact that I want more.
Yeah.
So if I set an unrealistic goal and get even halfway to it, then I've done better than where I was when I started, right?
Yeah, which is awesome.
But if I set like an average goal and achieve it, I haven't really achieved anything.
Yeah.
Like if everyone can just do that because the goals you're setting are just achievable, it's pointless.
I do really agree with you on that, to be fair. I like almost unrealistic goals because it makes you work really flipping hard to get to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of a different example to what I was talking about because it's like someone coming to the gym in January and saying, right, I'm 170 kg, I'm going to have abs by September. It's fucking impossible. But if they put in those 9 months of work, they're not going to have abs.
No.
But they'll be 130 kg. Well, maybe not that much. I don't know. They'll be a lot lighter.
Yeah.
And they'll feel a lot better about themselves. At least they've been on that journey. If you guys are listening, just don't be that person that sets a New Year's resolution and then does nothing after March because it is just literally pointless.
What's some of the funniest New Year's resolutions you've seen from people? Because obviously everyone puts them on Facebook, don't they? So here's some of the common ones. I'll read them out and then we can talk about them. So,
or just rinse them.
Yeah. So, first one, top of everyone's list, dry January.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
So we've got dry January, we've got quit smoking, we've got changing the diet, less baby dads.
What does less baby dads mean?
That's what it says here.
What does he mean? What does that mean?
Less baby dads.
Does that mean like women having less men they're having kids with? What the fuck, man? What?
Well, it says here less baby dads. Yeah, I think that's another one.
I suppose that is a good goal. I mean, you shouldn't be having kids with multiple men, to be fair.
Yeah.
I don't think.
So it's dry January. What do you think about that?
I fucking hate that shit, man. Honestly. Why? To be fair, if you're like an alcoholic and it's a big, big thing for you and you manage to achieve dry January, then fine. Props to you, because that is quite hard.
Yeah.
But, like, what are you trying to achieve by doing dry January? I don't understand what people are trying to achieve. Because, like, you're not stopping drinking. You're stopping for a month. So there's no real changes happening to your body.
Nah.
Maybe a little bit healthier for a month. And you just go fucking back to drinking after that. What?
And then you make up for it in February.
Yeah, exactly. And also, what's your motivation behind it? Because if you're just randomly doing dry January as a challenge, how is that a fucking challenge? You're a bitch. It's fucking easy.
I just see people as weak that get into a mindset of, I can't go out and enjoy myself without taking it to that next level. Because I think I've spent my whole life going out and, I control myself.
Yeah.
Just fucking have fun, have a few drinks. When you get to your level, chill the fuck out, go home.
If you are such a liability when you drink that you have to do dry January, you're a bitch.
Yeah. I literally just stay on a level. I understand, like, for me, it's not about the drinking that's the problem. It's like the going out that's the problem. Because then you're feeling tired the next day when you could be completing your goals. So from that perspective, it's good. But to just spray it out there and be like dry January, like...
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be more serious. Like, not saying people are all bitches, but like, what are you trying to achieve by doing that? Because there's got to be a purpose behind it. So, is it because you drink too much in general? In which case, wouldn't a better goal to be, instead of having 5 drinks on a night, I'm going to have 3 drinks for the whole year, for the rest of my life. That's what I'm going to do, because that will actually make a difference. Then you're not going to be a fucking liability. What does dry January actually do? Because you probably have had the thought that you drink too much before. So why is it take until the 1st of January for you to think, you know what, now I'm not going to drink? Because it's the 1st of January, like it's like some magical day. If you were a real action taker, and it all comes down to this mindset again, you would feel that you're a liability when you're drinking, and you'd be like, next day you'd wake up, feel like shit, and you'd be like, right, okay, I'm doing dry year from this moment onwards. Why? But what you've probably done is you fucked up in September, drank too much, thought, I need to stop drinking. I don't like it.
The only thing that's dry is their girl's nani, bro. Because they're such a melt. Their girl's nani is pure dry January.
It's fucking melt behaviour, dry January. That is what it is.
Nani is dry.
Yeah, and again, they've... Nani, like an Indian...
Punani, bro. The girl's nani is dry. Because their man's such a melt that he has to do dry January.
Is that what you call an Indian girl's vagina?
Yeah,
a nani.
Head so good, now speak Gujarati.
Have you heard of the new Indian dating app, by the way?
What's it called?
It's called Tinderloo.
Oh, that's jokes. What was it I had the other day? What did he say? I'm going to make a sandwich with an Indian twist. So I'll go in the kitchen, just make a normal English sandwich, but I won't wash my hands.
Oh, that's gross.
Standard.
But yeah, dry January, not for me. Some people can get away with it and not be a bitch, but for the majority of you listening, if you're doing dry January, ask yourself, what is the actual point in this? And why is it such a challenge for you? Because for me, if I was drinking too much and I felt like it was making an impact on my life, I would just drink a little less.
Just not looking good, Brev.
And just control myself.
Just drink some Buxton.
Yeah, just drink some H2O. This is actually a straight
sparkling water.
Yeah, because I'm rich. Need my water carbonated.
Nah, mine's still. So I'm a bitch.
Anyway, what was something else on that list?
Quit smoking.
Okay. Yeah.
So my opinion on this is, if you, you don't have to wait till the start of the year to quit smoking. Quitting smoking is actually hard. I smoke. It's fucking difficult.
Yeah.
But it's like anything. You have to want to do it. It's like you can, realistically, I always used to say, oh yeah, maybe I should smoke less and blah, blah, blah. But if I'm honest, I actually enjoy just, when you're at work, just go out, get 5 minutes outside to yourself and have a cigarette. It's quite nice. Obviously, it's not great for your health, but to just, again, as me coughing my guts up, to be honest, you have to want to do it, don't you? And from my perspective, I'm not waiting till January to quit. I should do it now. I should have done it 10 years ago or whatever.
It just depends if you want to do it, doesn't it?
It's if you want to do it or not, yeah. And I mean, like I say, I don't mind it.
If what you get out of it, the high, the social aspect of like going outside, the
Yeah.
break and stuff like that is worth more to you than, the potential health outcomes, then, fine.
Yeah.
It's probably like on the balance for you, isn't it? Where you're like, oh, you're considering whether it's worth your health.
I mean, I'm at the age now when I'm 33 now. It's never been a problem because, when you're young and healthy and whatever, it's like you don't really notice it. Obviously, the older you get, it becomes more of a problem.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I am sort of at the point now, like I'm coughing like this and I'm like, maybe I should knock it on the head.
Yeah.
But I'm not waiting till the new year to be like, oh, new year, new me, I'm quitting. Like, I should just fucking do it.
Yeah.
When the time's right, I'll just do it. I mean, I don't personally see it as a problem.
To be fair,
I enjoy it.
I prefer that New Year's resolution to the dry January one. Yeah. Like, I've always spoken about how I don't like New Year's resolutions as a whole, but if you are going to do one, I think quit smoking is quite good because at least it's permanent.
Yeah.
Like, dry January for me is completely pointless.
But you say that, but then people would quit for, a month or whatever, and then as soon as, like I see again, I know a smoker, I am one. The second you go out for a drink or whatever with your friends and people around you are smoking and so on and so forth, you'll just smoke again.
Yeah, exactly. So that would be like fucking smokeless January.
Yeah,
that would
you
be
have to
pointless.
actually want to quit.
But
There's no point in doing it for a month.
Quit smoking permanently. That's a good goal. I like that one. If someone's going to do it.
Yeah. But don't just wait till January to say it. Just do it whenever.
Yeah, there'll be
when
something.
You're ready to do it.
There'll be something that tips you over, I think, in that scenario. Like, it'll be like you wake up one day and you can't fucking stop coughing. And that'll be the motivation. Yeah, that'll be the motivation to be like, right, okay, and now I need to quit smoking. And hopefully, if you're strong enough and you're disciplined enough, that will be the moment where you're like, right, I'm not doing that for life. Yeah. Because now there's a good enough reason. Your health's in jeopardy.
I think for me, when I have kids, I'd probably be more interested in quitting.
Yeah.
Because then I feel like I'd want to prolong my life longer.
I'll tell you something really cool, actually. My granddad,
Yeah.
the Chinese wise master.
China man.
His name was actually Wong Ching. Rest in peace. Love that man.
Come on, Wong.
But let me tell you about like the Chinese master willpower here.
Yeah.
So back in his day, it was like growing up in China, 40s, whatever. He went to Hong Kong afterwards. He'd smoke like 40 a day just because it was the thing back then. No one knew it was unhealthy for you. It was just like you smoke. If you're a man, you smoke. It was just one of those things. Until he came to England, which I think, if I've got my timelines correctly, was like the 90s or maybe the 80s. But as soon as he came over, doctors told him that smoking was unhealthy and it would impact his health. And he had like a little bit of a cough at that point. Do you know what he did? Next fucking day, he's 40 a day cigarette smoker. Next day, never touched a cigarette again in his life.
Wow.
That is willpower, and that is the mindset you should have if you're going to do anything.
Yeah.
And it was literally just because he didn't realise it was unhealthy for him. That's the only reason he was smoking. As soon as he realised it was really bad for him and he wanted to do it, it's like, done.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
My granddad was pretty similar, to be fair. I remember he always used to smoke. Me and my brother he used to walk us to his sisters when we were young. We used to stay with him quite a lot. And he used to walk us to his sisters. And as we were walking, we used to be little fuckers. We would be behind him and he'd be whistling to himself and smoking his cigarette. And he just used to walk along ahead. Then he used to throw his cigarette behind him, obviously, as he finished it. And we used to pick it up and quickly smoke it behind him, yeah? But anyway, so he for majority of my childhood, I remember him smoking. And then one day he just locked his cigarettes in his shed and never touched one again.
Legend. It's that old man mindset, isn't it? I love it. It's something that I think society misses nowadays. You got too many people talking about the way they feel and like, should I do this? Should I do that? Sometimes life is as simple as realizing like, this isn't good for me. I am going to stop it right now. Like when I started gym, it wasn't like, it wasn't a wishy-washy goal for me. I saw that I wanted to be buff and I'm like, I'm going to be buff, and I made it. And whereas still trying. Can they grow penis size at all? That's the next goal.
Don't know. Hopefully Elon Musk figures something out for
Elon, please save me.
Go on, Elon.
I'm Chinese, please.
You've got this.
No, but seriously, it's like, that's my goal, I'm doing it. And it's simple as that. Whereas people nowadays would be like, I kind of want to be buff, but I don't feel good today. So I don't want to go to the gym. I don't feel like it. And it's just the complete wrong attitude.
Yeah.
If you have that goal, you want to be buff, the work it's going to take to get there, you are going to have to go to the gym consistently. So you make that decision right at the beginning of the journey.
Yeah.
Am I willing to undertake this time and this pain to get there? If the answer is no, then don't do it. That's fine. If the answer is yes, then do it. But don't fucking waste your time half-assing it.
But also as well, I feel like with anything you do, it's brick by brick, isn't it? It's like 1% better every day.
Yeah.
Because I feel like where people fuck up with their targets that they set and their goals, it's like they want 0 to 100 like that, like instant gratification.
Yes.
And nothing in life works like that. It's like, right, I don't quite know how I'm going to get to this step, but I'm just going to persist day by day and get that little bit better, a little bit stronger, a little bit more motivation, and just eventually I'll get there. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I don't want to timeline anything. I just want to keep going until I get there. And I think that where people fuck up, it's like, right, here's where I am today. I want to get to Australia tomorrow. What's my time? How long is it going to take me to get there?
Yeah.
You know, if I get on this plane, it's 24 hours. I do want to sit on a plane for 24 hours. Fuck that, I ain't going.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I want to be there in 5.
What people try and do instead of 1% every day is they try and do 50% a day for 2 days, realise that's impossible, and then give up on the second day. Completely wrong way. It's like I've been gymming for 11 years now to get to where I am consistently, never stopped.
Yeah.
And you don't get to where I am in a year. You just don't.
I think they say that overnight successes took 10 years to get to.
Yeah, and then sometimes you'll get that guy that like struck gold randomly or won the lottery, but
I don't think they exist. I think like you look
really.
at a songwriter, he's probably written a million songs before that one song he writes turns him into an overnight success.
It's graft, isn't it? It's
yeah,
graft.
he's put all that effort in behind the scenes, but what is that saying? Success is like having a baby. Everyone wants to congratulate you, but nobody knows how many times you've been fucked. That's quite a good one. I heard that a little while ago, and I like it because it's so true, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
that's an interesting one.
It's so true, isn't it?
Man.
Like, everyone's like, oh, well done, you made it, but they don't realise how many times you fucked it before you made it.
Yeah, 100%.
You know,
There's
you're
been,
like,
some people take ages to get pregnant as well.
yeah,
Loads and
not
loads.
you.
I'm gonna have 8, mate. There's gonna be boom, 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 conveyor belt.
Madison's already got that pill and thrown it straight out the fucking window.
It's gonna be a conveyor belt, mate.
She's like, that ring, pill, gone.
I like things simple, mate. It's
Yeah.
like goals, baby. Right, we're gonna make it tonight. Done. Pregnant, baby, out. 9 months later, we're good.
You've got to wait till at least after the wedding.
Oh yeah, 100%. We're traditional.
Traditional, yeah.
She's a Catholic girl.
She's a virgin.
I'm a virgin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm Catholic.
Just your arsehole then. You used to go private school.
Not the priest.
The fucking priest.
Right. One more New Year's resolution.
The last one then is less baby dads.
Yeah, that's quite a good one to talk. Okay.
This year, I want to have less baby dads because men are cunts. Sick of them impregnating me and then leaving me for another woman. See that so many times. I don't actually see that.
If anyone listening to this, you have that happen to you regularly.
Yeah.
Maybe you've had a few baby daddies leave. The problem probably is them, but it is going to be you.
You are the drama.
You are the issue.
You're the drama.
Because there's plenty of girls out there that have one baby daddy,
Yeah.
and they're good, no problem.
Stop opening your legs to every Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Yeah, or maybe the man you choose, you gotta choose someone that's going to stick around.
I was saying this the other day, like, don't you think it's funny how, you know, when you meet girls and they've always got past and experience, like, oh yeah, then this happened and blah, blah, blah. But then when you deep it and you get to know them and you think to yourself, well, I kind of see the type of person you are, why that sort of shit's happened to you.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And it's like, it's them, isn't it? They're the problem. They change, they start acting differently, they start, becoming sluts. And a guy sees it for what it is, calls them out on it, suddenly he's a controlling prick and they move on to the next dick that they already had lined up. Pretty much happens quite a lot,
And
doesn't
there's
it?
the new baby daddy right there.
And there's a new baby daddy.
Yeah, so that's probably to blame on the girl. If you are really having that as a New Year's resolution, you got to work on yourself, man.
The New Year's
honestly.
resolution was a joke. I just wanted to insult some more women because I just find it funny.
That's what the podcast is here for.
Yeah, just find it funny. But realistically, I always think to myself, you know, when they say, "Oh, my kid's dad is a waste man and blah blah blah, he's a fucking idiot," and I always say, "Well, why did you have kids with him?"
Yeah.
Oh, well, he wasn't when I got with him. I'm like,
Yeah,
right,
he
so
was.
you changed him then.
Oh, so he massive, yeah.
You turned him into a prick then, because if he
Exactly.
wasn't when you got with him, it's like fucking.
Chances are he was a fucking prick. You just didn't know him well
Yeah.
enough before he had his babies.
You just fucking took 2 minutes to crack your legs open.
Well, let's reverse it though. What about if a man had the New Year's resolution to have less baby mamas?
Have less baby mamas.
Yeah.
Nah, it'd be weak, man.
Yeah, I think you got to have more baby mamas.
Yeah. Men's job is to fucking recreate.
Yes. So it's the opposite. It's like more baby mamas. That's a good.
Yeah.
That's a good New Year's resolution.
You seen that guy that's like 73 baby mama?
No, I haven't. But that's a fucking number.
Nah, I don't know the number he says, but something like that. It just jokes the way he says it. Real bad man, he goes.
Crazy.
But no, in all seriousness, yeah, that was just a jokey one. But I did want to really insult some women, but I can't really think of anything to insult them about. So I just thought,
hey, we might have some women
I might just be nice for once and say, actually, some girls are good.
Yeah.
Some.
No,
There's a very finite amount.
I've married one, so
Not yet, but you will be.
I will marry one. Yeah.
Some are good. You just got to keep sieving through the shit to get to the gold.
Exactly. Oh, I got a good topic actually to move on to because we were just talking about how having less baby mamas is a bit of a bitch move.
Yeah.
So when I was out in Gibraltar with my mates, we're taking the piss obviously, but we came up with like a bitch list.
Yeah.
And it started off semi-serious, like
The bitch list.
Bitch, yeah, like things that make you a bitch, and it's not serious, guys. Most of you will have one of these things apply to you, but we just ended up taking the piss eventually. So it's stuff
Arrest
like
me.
simple stuff at the start, like if you're a man, not going to the gym.
Yeah.
Bit of a bitch move. What else was there? We got like a little bit political. Having like a Ukraine flag in your profile picture, bitch move. Like you're a bitch.
Sharing missing dog posts from a different country. you know when you see mums do it on Facebook.
Yeah,
like,
why?
Shared like a missing girl, but she's missing from like Glasgow.
yeah.
Like, have you seen this girl? She's missing from Glasgow, and she shares it. You're in Peterborough, darling. Like,
Bitch list.
Of course, no one's seen them.
But anyway, over time, I was in Gibraltar for 3 days. The list just started degenerating more and more. And we just started taking the piss. So there was like one moment we were on top of the rock in Gibraltar.
Yeah.
And it was pretty cold. It was probably like, I don't know what temperature it was, but it was too cold to take off my top. And my mate was climbing up the cannon on top, topless.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, take off your top, join me.
Sounds like an episode of Brokeback Mountain.
Well, they're all my friends from boarding school, so you know, it's like...
Up the mountain, shirts off, will you it?
But he was like, no, this will be good for your content. Like, obviously, people want to see the muscles.
Yeah.
And I went, nah, it's too cold. I'm not taking my top off. So that went on the list. Not taking your top off because you're too cold.
Because you got
bitch
massive
list.
nipples.
Yeah. And then it just got worse and worse. It was like we saw people taking the travelator in the airports. Bitch list straight away.
Bitch move. Take the stairs, you lazy fuck.
So I thought, well, quite a good one right now is what else can we add to the bitch list?
Add to the bitch list.
We can come up with a few things, and yeah, I imagine 99% of people listening to this are going to have something apply to them.
Excellent.
I got a good one to start off with.
Go on.
Having a steak and having it anything other than medium rare or rare.
100% bitch move.
Fucking hell, man.
Well done.
Well done.
Oh.
You are a bitch if you have it well done.
Well done.
Like literally, if you order a well done steak in a restaurant and I was your waiter, I wouldn't take out a steak for you. No. I'd just write in like whipped cream on your plate, bitch.
I'd get the steak and slap it around your face.
Raw.
That's well done now.
Yeah.
I got one for the bitch list. When you hear somebody say something like brainstorming, and then you say, "Oh, you can't say that anymore because it affects people with epilepsy."
Oh my! Who said? Has anyone actually said that? Seriously?
Gonna mention in no name.
Someone's actually said that. What the fuck, man?
Let's just move swiftly on. Anyway,
sacked straight away, out my company.
Moving swiftly on. But yeah,
having like blue or pink hair.
Blue or pink hair, yeah.
Always bitches.
Stopping the podcast halfway through to heat up some noodles, bitch move.
Hey, look, okay? I need my power, and the only way I get my power is through noodles.
Dom literally just absolutely savaged some noodles. He got some chopsticks and he was like, the whole thing was fucking gone. I've never seen anything like
Now
it.
I am Superman, Super Saiyan.
Oh, I got another one. Proposing to your missus. Absolute bitch move.
Oh, how about another one? Hoping the girl you're seeing right now is the one that's coming to my wedding in a year and a half. That's bitchless.
Don't know what you're on about, mate. Can I have a +1?
Can I have a +1, please?
Oh, please, Don. Can I bring someone?
Yeah, it's a year and a half, but can I bring someone? Bitch. Oh, we had quite a good one out. Well, we ended up just taking the piss, but we were all sat in a restaurant and sat around this table at the top of the rock in Gibraltar, and this man came past carrying his baby, like talking to it. We just went, list.
That is
talking to your baby.
talking to your baby like it understands what the fuck you're saying.
Or having anything to do with your child.
Seeing your kids. Who does that?
Not just fucking off instantly.
Do you know what I mean? Going on a lad's holiday and taking your baby with you. What a melt.
No naming names, but he's listening to the podcast, I'm sure. Tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. client said he can't make it because he's got to take his child to nursery.
Absolute bitch. What's the point in having a missus and taking your kid to nursery? What a melt.
No, if you're listening, Chris, I love you. Chris, I love you, mate. I'm joking.
I've got another one. Someone who'll be listening, messaging your PT saying, "I went to the gym, did the workout, but did the wrong one." Not mentioning no names.
At least she is a bitch.
Money. Shout out, mom.
Bitch.
After a week of being in a relationship, having it on Facebook.
Oh yeah,
Bitch,
that's
mate.
bitch. Yeah.
Bitch. That's what you did.
What are we talking about? I had that on Facebook after a
You
week.
and Madison were together for a week and just in a relationship on Facebook official.
Facebook official is when it becomes serious. Facebook official is like, damn, I'm serious now.
Did you change it to engaged recently?
You know what? I didn't actually.
No?
I got to update that. She's going to be upset about
Shit,
that.
Madison, what are you letting him do that for? I thought you'd been right on this.
I swear, like with AI nowadays anyway, Facebook should auto-update it.
Just no.
Because it's seen the picture of the ring and Madison holding it. If it was like a true AI world right now, it would update it for me. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, but imagine somebody bent over in front of the camera and it saw a picture of their ring. Does it suddenly suddenly put them as engaged?
It just puts in big capital letters on their profile. Go.
Well, I've got another one. What about going on a date?
Going on a date to Mackey's. That's pretty bitch.
Going on a date to a cinema. First date.
Yeah. It's okay. Yeah, it is a bitch move, but it's just a poor move in general.
Yeah.
You know why? Because it's like you can't talk to the person you're dating. So what's the point?
Yeah.
Like the whole point of a date is to get to know each other.
Unless
isn't
you
it?
put your dick in the popcorn. Let them put their hand in the top.
Unless you get to at least like fourth base.
Yeah.
In the cinema. Then it's a bitch move.
What the base is?
I don't know. Isn't fourth base like anal or something?
Oh, in the cinema.
Yeah. Otherwise you're a bitch. Simple.
Going on a flight with a bird and not joining the Mile High Club. Bitch move.
That is a bitch move.
Bitch move.
We had me and my mates. We just like we try and do everything as quickly as possible. And one of the things on our list was being overtaken by anyone in the airport. Because we literally, as soon as we got off the plane, by the way, I was in seat 1A on the plane.
Yeah.
So that can go on the list. Being in any seat other than seat 1A on the plane.
Why do you like the front?
Because I want to get out first.
Nah, see, I like the back. Do you know why I like the back?
I know why you like the back.
Yeah, obviously.
Because you like
Call
to...
me the crafty butcher. So I always deliver my meat round the back doors. No. I like the back of the plane. Do you know why?
Why?
Because when a plane goes down, head first, the back might break off and you might be sound.
Yeah, I suppose, but...
Also, there is a door at the back. So if you sit... I always book the seats at the very back. So it's kind of the same as sitting at the front.
Yeah, I suppose that, like if you're at the back or the front, whatever, it's the same thing. Because like if you go in Ryanair anyway, the back you will be the first one off anyway.
Fly with Ryanair. That is a pitchless move.
And anything other than first class.
Anything other than first class. Bitch move.
Yeah, but you know what? They don't actually do flights other than Ryanair to Gibraltar.
No. I know.
So I had to be a bitch.
Yeah, going to Gibraltar. Bitch move.
I fucking love Gibraltar. I'll tell you a funny story actually.
Go on.
So my flight was 6:45 in the morning on 27th of December, so just after Christmas. 6:45 in the morning. I set my alarm for 2 a.m. because I'm in Markharborough. I got to get down to Gatwick. It's about a 2-hour, 40-minute drive roughly.
Yeah.
So wake up at 2, leave the house by 2:30, be at the airport by 5, 6:45 flight. The timing's all worked out perfectly. Now, I set my alarm and I woke up randomly in the middle of the night for a piss. And I just thought I'd check my phone because I always have this anxiety when I've got to wake up at like an early time that I've fucked it in some way. I looked at my phone. It was 4:18.
Yeah.
So my flight's leaving in less than 2.5 hours, and I've got a 2-hour, 40-minute drive down to Gatwick. No. This is the opposite of a bitch move. This is the complete opposite. This story. So I had like a split-second decision. I freaked out for a second. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna make it. I said bye to Maz. I was like, I freaked out in front of her. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. Bye. Gave her a kiss. And
Wangled your willy off her head. You gotta go.
I just shot out the door. I made it to the airport at 6:06. So I turned a 2-hour, 40-minute drive into a 1-hour, 50-minute drive.
Smooth criminal.
Mate, that is the opposite of bitch move.
Absolute smooth criminal.
Sprinted through the entire airport, max speed, high rocks athlete over here. Got to the gate, through security and everything by 6:18.
Yeah.
And the gate had already shut. So when you got to the airport, it said gate closed on my flight. But my mates had held up the flight. They told them that like, oh, he's running late.
It was literally like the gates were closed. You weren't going to get on it.
Yeah, mate. They closed half an hour before the flight. So 6:15 closed.
Fucking hell.
But it was 6:18 when I got to the
Where'd
gate.
you park?
I had pre-parking, so it was quite lucky I did that, to be fair. But yeah, they were like, oh, we've been waiting for you. We'll let you on. So something to add to the list. Getting to the airport before gate closed, that's a bitch move.
If your mates don't hold the flight up, bitch move.
Bitch move. Bitch list.
Bitch list.
Or at the very least, final call. Yeah. You get to the airport before final call, you're a bitch.
To be fair, if I was in that group of mates, I would have told him to leave you. I would have been like, nah, he's not coming.
Yeah. Oh, mate, the timing was perfect, though, because obviously I obeyed the speed limits, of course. I don't break the law. I'm a good law-abiding citizen. Yeah. 1 hour. Just took a, really efficient route, let's say.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I'd literally been 2 minutes later, they probably wouldn't have waited for me. Because she had to ask the captain, like, oh, is it all right, we let this guy on the flight? And he was like, yeah, it's cool.
Fucking hell, mate.
Mad, honestly. I think I actually...
Waking up late, bitch move.
Yeah, that is a bitch move, to be fair. I think I've got the world record, an unbeatable world record from Market Harbour to Gibraltar. I don't think anyone's beaten that ever.
Pretty good going. You must have been caning it.
Mate, I won't tell you what speed I was going.
Yeah.
It was 71 miles an hour. I was only just slightly speeding.
Yeah, 72.
So maybe 72. There might have been points where I hit 72.
Bitch move.
But you know what's funny, actually? I noticed something. I learned something on that day. You know when you're in the fast lane on the motorway, and you're going like a little bit over the speed limit, but not like crazy fast. And you're going it down, and someone in front is going like 65 or something in the right-hand lane. And you kind of like go up behind them a little bit, hoping they'll move.
I fucking flash them.
Do you?
Yeah. Get the fuck out of the way,
that's an alpha move. Not flashing a slow drive.
Slow cunt in front of you. Get the fuck out of the way, mate.
No, but they take ages to move. Like they don't move half the time. And it's just like, what are you doing? That morning, because when you're going so much faster than traffic, they actually look back in their mirror and they're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Mate, everyone moves out of the way so quickly.
Fucking shit themselves. They think you're going to smash into the back.
It was awesome, man. I loved it. Best journey of my life.
That's a little good tip for you. When you're doing it, just flash the fuck out of them. Like, then they think you're an absolute psychopath and they move.
Yeah, to be fair. I just think I'm not. I'm too nice, I think.
That's a bitch move, being too nice.
Yeah, that is a bitch move.
Here's a bitch move. Working all day and then getting home and going shopping for your missus. Bitch move.
Yeah, I might have done
that. I knew you would have. That's why I said it.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't like shopping, but cooking. I like cooking. So like working all day.
That's because Chinese.
Yeah, I'm actually quite good at it as well. So like I really like cooking because I feel like I really like my food. I like treating people as well. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say awful. Like I can pull it off if I need to. But I'd rather just have someone do it for me.
Yeah, like it's nice, isn't it, having someone do it for you? Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know. Part of the satisfaction for me in doing things is like treating people, making others happy. So I really like it when I cook a really sick meal, and everyone's like, "Oh, Don, this is delicious. This is so nice."
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so that's not a bitch.
Maybe that's something that I can learn to do. Cook properly.
Yeah, it's time consuming though, man. That's the thing.
I think it comes down to for me, if you go home and you're on your own, why are you going to cook for yourself? There's fucking loads of mess. And it's like, you're not really going to put no effort into it because it's you.
Yeah.
You start fucking pulling anything out you can and doing some random concoction.
Yeah.
But if you've got somebody to cook for, then you maybe make a little bit more effort.
Yeah, oh, that's exactly the same, bro. When I cook for myself during the week,
Yeah.
I'll just throw together random crap like spaghetti bolognese, really
dog.
easy. Yeah, dog bolognese.
Dog bolognese.
Or like chicken, broccoli and rice, simple shit. If I cook for Madison, I always make it like a proper recipe.
Yeah.
Actual nice stuff.
I tell you, I need to find this for you. There was this real funny time where, when I was younger, I was sort of meeting this Chinese girl. She was, her mum and dad owned a Chinese restaurant in Cambridge.
Oh, yeah.
And she was quite a nice girl, to be fair. But she was messaging me saying, it was around Valentine's Day, and she was messaging me saying, oh, we should go out together. And I put the whole chat on my Facebook. It was fucking hilarious. I thought, right, I don't know how I got into it. I think I just said something as a bit of bantering, and I thought, she didn't twig, and I thought, I'm going to see how long I can keep this going. And I can't remember the whole conversation. I'll have to find it. But she was like, I didn't reply for ages. And she said, I feel like you're ignoring me. And I was like, nah, why would I ignore you? I was thinking we could just satay in, yeah? I was like chicken satay, right? And she was like, oh yeah, that sounds good. She didn't twig. And then I said something else, like, or we could just get ready, go out and hit the town Cantonese style. And I was just saying all this.
Or we could go for a walk.
Oh yeah, and I was just saying all this stuff, and it was fucking hilarious. She didn't get any of it. And then I was like, are you still working? She's like, yeah. And I was like, this is how I finished it. I was like, great, because I was going to place an order. But I'll find it. It will come up on my memories in February. I should imagine. It is fucking funny as fuck. It was going on for ages. She just didn't get any of it.
Right, the shenanigans.
Maybe we should just hit the town Cantonese style. That was a killer.
That's jokes.
Cool. So nice little subtle start back. See, I feel like we've been pretty tame tonight, Dom. So we'll definitely turn it up for the next one.
That was tame.
Yeah, pretty much.
We had like 100 things on a bitch list. We had a Chinese conversation.
Pretty tame though.
Yeah, that
for
is
us. Pretty tame. But yeah, I feel like we just needed to get back into it. So get one out there for you guys to listen to. I know quite a few of you have been messaging about when's the next one coming and blah blah blah. We apologise. Life is mad for us at the minute, but. Give us some ideas. Let us know what you want, and let us know if there's anyone in particular you think would be good to join us.
Yeah.
Maybe someone stand out.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, right. I won't mind. But yeah, any topics, anything you want to hear, DM us, send us a message straight away, and we'll get onto it for our next topics. We're going to keep going. We want to get to 50 this year. 50 episodes. So we're going to go away, work on some good content for you guys, and we'll get it out ASAP.
Peace, guys. A2BC is back. See ya.
Good evening.